you. I'm
I
an
gotta
idiot.
pull this up real
Yeah,
quick.
you are. I was quoting Super Troopers. Oh yeah, and let me go ahead and crank that up all the way. Hopefully that is better sound for anyone who may join us this evening. So, hi, I'm Jason.
Hi, I'm Will.
Welcome to the shit show. We're gonna keep today's episode a little bit short and brief because I mean it's the day after Halloween and we went ham. That's all you can say about it. We got this bottle of the big bottle of Grey Goose, um, like the massive ones that they sell for like 1,500. Ooh, I got to meet that. Like 1,500 bottles type, in the club. Like you saw it obviously. Yeah, the one that's like that big around. So we got that. We got a case of Trulies. We got a case of Smirnoffs. Somebody brought a case of Modelo's. And yeah, there was quite a bit of smokage. It was pretty nice. I had a buddy from work come over with one of our other friends that I met through him. And yeah, dude, it was just chiefing after chiefing. I was like, I'll never say no. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it's
Oh my
present, somebody's
God.
like, hey, you want to hit this? I'm never gonna say no. There's not a reason for me to say no. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, I had to say no because I had a few drinks in me, and I was just like, nah, like that's not a good idea.
yeah.
I'm
But
gonna
see,
pass out.
that goes back to that,
And then
that
guess what
self-control we
happened
talked about
anyway?
last weekend.
And then guess what happened anyway?
Oh, please do tell.
I passed out.
Wait, hold on.
And I wasn't even drunk, man. Like that was some BS.
I really hope those soundtracks came through on time this time. Otherwise, they're gonna randomly just come through when we were talking.
I think we paused enough. But yeah. So kind of like going back on what we were talking about last week, because I'm really trying to get more in tune with cutting back on my vices again, because I'm definitely at a point where I need to. Like this is something that I regularly do for myself because I can get carried away with drinking and stuff like that, and when I'm doing too much, it is too much for me, and I know it, so I always have to do what I like to call a little cleanse. So this month I was planning on doing a no drink November, where I essentially
Okay.
don't. My goal is to just not drink at all this month. So that's pretty much it.
Loser. No, I'm just kidding.
No,
That's
plus
a
I
good
like
idea.
to drink in December.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah,
That's
Christmas.
when my birthday is, dude. Yeah.
Oh yeah, and your birthday.
So I'd rather just tell this month to f off. Plus, I have a lot of shit going on with school, so I really need to. I need to tighten up, make sure I stay on top of these projects, and crush it and strong. And but yeah, that's something I'm going to be working on this month, and yeah, just trying to prioritize my time better for sure.
That's good. I'm definitely bad about that. Time prioritization.
I'm
Oh,
usually really good at it. I mean, you know that because my schedule doesn't really change.
yeah.
It pretty much stays the same. So it's like I can be flexible. I know when I can be flexible, and I know when I can't. And I'm starting to do a better job of drawing that line again. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, the whole start of this new relationship really. Well, it was. It's been fun, But now we're kind of getting to a point where things are starting to get real. So I have to also straighten the fuck up, like make sure I'm putting myself in the right path. Because obviously,
Yeah.
if it continues this way, it's just going to end up toxic as hell. And I just no, I'm good.
True. It's a very, very, very,
Plus,
very
she's
slippery slope.
yeah. Plus, she's great. So it's like I just need to make sure I keep myself in check. You know?
I do. Yeah, you have that worry, that fear, whatever you want to call it, of being too much of something or too much in a way, whatever you want to call it. And yeah, negative effect on things when obviously that wasn't the intention in the first place. Like,
Yeah, no.
I feel like that happens.
It's just
a
been
lot.
fun, you know. I've
Yeah.
just been trying to have fun, go with the flow, and right now I'm kind of at a point where it's like, okay, I need to get the flow going in a specific direction now. So, time to redirect a little,
Yeah.
and that's really it right now. It's not a big deal, you know.
Yeah.
Got the holidays coming up. She's supposed to be, her and her brother and cousin are supposed to be joining us for Thanksgiving, so that's pretty cool.
Nice. God,
Yeah.
are they used to a big family like here?
You know I'm used to that, dude.
No, I know you are, but are they?
I don't know, but they're gonna have to be.
I know. Gonna walk into a house full of yelling Italians.
No one's gonna be yelling. Well, maybe Jay Marina might be yelling, but
Well, that's just how
I'm just
how
kidding.
communication happens. Your mom's not gonna be like, Jay, can you go find your brother? I need him to do this. She's gonna yell across the house, Bill, I need you to come do this. Can you go ahead and take out the muffins? Whatever it may be. She's not. Yeah, she's not gonna be like, hey,
flip
can
the
you-"
turkey for me.
Yeah,
That's what she
She's
traditionally
just gonna be
said.
fucking scream out and be like, hey.
She'll be okay.
Yeah, I'm just saying. Yo, when people are not used to Italian families, that
I mean, my mom's not
like a
even
little jarring
Italian. That's the
sometimes.
funny part. My mom's not even Italian. It's basically just me and my brother that are Italian, and his kids,
Yeah, but
technically.
I mean, you grew up like Italians because your dad was so involved.
So Italian.
Yeah,
So Italian, that
Yeah.
man.
Dad ran the house like that for sure.
Oh my god, dude. So
Oh,
funny.
Do you remember the Thanksgiving that you and I cooked Thanksgiving for my
Yes.
family? And
Yeah, that was when all my family was gone for
Yeah.
that year.
and we dropped the turkey.
It was our first time cooking Thanksgiving.
Yeah,
Ourselves.
Yeah, because legit, it was. I mean, no one else. It was just me and Will. Were like, we want to do this.
And
You
it
know?
was your grandma too.
Yeah. Well, I mean, she wasn't supposed to. She wasn't supposed to be helping, but she kept coming into the damn kitchen to be like,
That's
"Oh,
her habit on
I'm coming-
Thanksgiving.
I
You
need to
can't-
stir this. No, lady.
We got it. We got this. Granny, sit your butt down. But yeah, that was actually a great memory, honestly. That was when I had fried okra for the first time, and that's, oh my god, it's good.
Yeah, I got
His
him hooked
fried
on
okra is so damn good. I love it.
I love okra, man. I don't like. Even though I grew up here in Vegas, that's one of those southern things that my family brought into the house that I just gobbled up.
I understand why.
Yeah. Even now.
I want to try cooking it in beef tallow.
Oh my god,
It'd be
bro.
so good.
Oh my god, especially if
So good.
if you had like an actual rack to just lower it into for a complete submersal. Oh
Yes.
my god.
Yes.
Oh, that would be phenoms.
Oh yeah, that would be perfect.
Yo, we got to get some okra and do that soon.
Anyway,
I know we're gonna go off on a tangent about food, but
I mean, hey, I was I was trying to. I'm still working on it, but I'm trying to incentivize my girlfriend to have dinner with me sometime this week by offering my homemade mac and cheese. She makes a face, so I think I'm onto it.
yeah. Sometimes you just find somebody's kryptonite. I mean, I'm a
Hey,
I'm
if
a
mac
simple-
and cheese is the key to her heart, I'm winning.
I'm a simple bee. You know what I'm saying? As long as you've got Coke, you'd be like, "Hey, I've got Coca-Cola. I'm coming." That's all you need to say. I'm coming. So
Yeah, that's fair.
yeah. So I'm a simple kind of guy. You know?
Yeah, he's a cokehead, guys.
Yeah. I'm a cokehead.
Coca-Cola head.
Yeah.
Duh,
Obviously.
obviously. Come on,
Yo,
guys.
so if anybody,
Jesus.
whoever's here, thank you for coming and joining us. Like, share, subscribe, follow, whatever the whole spiel is. If you ever check out my Instagram, I have pictures on there where I have shopping carts, either full to the top, with nothing but cases of canned Coke or 2 liters. Because they used to do this thing where you could always find it either Smith's, Albertsons, whatever. Some of the places they always had 2 liters for $1
Yeah.
as like a sale. So I'd go and buy 30 or 40, and that would be my whole month's supply. You know what I mean?
love how 30 or 40 is your month's supply. Jesus Christ.
I felt like that was for me that was a pretty good equation. That gives
my
you
God.
at least 1 2-liter a day, and, for the days that you have less, and then there'll be days that you have more. So that those the other 10 were like,
Bro, I am just
leeway.
as bad with soda too, though. But I'm not just like on one soda now. Like I buy, it's all zero sugar, but they sell Baja Blast zero sugar, which is really good actually.
Baja Blast.
They also sell ginger ale, Canada Dry, makes a zero sugar one now, and it's phenomenal. And yeah, Pepsi Zero.
Communism.
I hate Diet Pepsi. Hate it. But Pepsi Zero, it has won me over. I'm not gonna lie. I like it better than Diet Coke now. I tried Diet Coke, and I'm just like, I still like it.
That's the end of this podcast. We are no longer friends. So thanks. It's been a blast.
I was gonna say I still like Diet Coke.
You can't fucking go.
But I like Pepsi Zero more, actually.
You're so lucky you're allowed in this house right now. Man, if this was anybody else, I'd be booting you the hell out of here. I mean, see, there we go. We got off topic again.
But anyways.
But I did want to finish that story. So us cooking Thanksgiving, just you and I, was pretty cool because we were like 16, 17. And, I mean, we were doing it for, like the whole kit and caboodle. Rolls, turkey, you know what I mean? Like, we cooked it as if, we had been cooking it our whole lives for our kids type, you know what I mean?
It was great.
That was a very proud moment, even though we did drop the turkey. We cleaned it, and that because it was right when we pulled it out. So,
like, bro, we still ate it.
Yeah.
It was fine, all right?
I mean,
it was fine.
We pulled it out, it hit the ground. Oops,
the kitchen floor wasn't dirty or anything.
Yeah.
So.
Plus, it baked for several hours at several hundred degrees.
Yeah, it was fine.
I really doubt there's going to be like volcanic extremophiles in my turkey. Dude, you never know though. You never know because they're like when they're doing all these ice cores and stuff. You see that, right? Like they'll drill into ice cores and find like, I don't know, anthrax that's been sitting there for 500 years. That's
what the
yeah, dude. So God, I can't remember when this happened. But there was a deer that had anthrax and started infecting a bunch of other deer, and they're like, "What the hell?" And it was the corpse of a deer that had gotten anthrax that was frozen in the permafrost, and as it was receding, it released it, and I guess it was able to come back to life, the virus, and start infecting again. And that happens all the time.
Wild.
Dude, they drill in cores and they still find bubonic plague.
Jesus, that's eradicated.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Isn't that crazy? And but that's what so many people are worried about is because obviously there's going to be stuff in there that we haven't experienced, we haven't come across. You know what I mean? Like there could be diseases and viruses that dinosaurs experienced that
COVID.
we've never even been able to get the chance to. Because the last surviving little molecules of it have been frozen for 12 million years.
God knows how long. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's some craziness.
Yeah, that is crazy.
But
anyway, back to Thanksgiving.
Yeah, back to Thanksgiving.
What are your plans for Thanksgiving this year, Jason?
Work, make some good money.
Oh, okay. That's. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I mean, it's all good.
Get paid extra for the holiday at least?
Oh yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah. So that's
compensation's there.
Yeah, it'll be some good money. So it'll be worth it. Plus, I don't know. I've always loved Thanksgiving and the time of it and all that, but without any of my family here, it just doesn't feel the same, So it doesn't have that same like wanderlust that it used to, I guess you could say. So I still love Thanksgiving, but yeah, it's nothing like Halloween. I mean, Halloween's I get Halloween
that
tattoos.
Is your holiday, yeah.
So
Christmas is mine.
Yeah, exactly. So you know what I mean? Like it's a good holiday.
Christmas is like the time of year I just magically thrive.
He's like Elf, but Sicilian.
Yeah. The only thing I haven't done yet is decorate my house. Just because I can't afford to buy those damn decorations. I can do the inside, just not the outside.
Yeah.
If I could, I would make that winter wonderland. Straight up. Fake snow blowers, whatever. Like, all
Yeah.
that would be happening on my lawn, bro. Straight up. Hey!
I think you can. Well, I would say I've seen people make some really cool ones, but I think they take like ground up styrofoam and then they just shovel it back into the thing that's dispersing it,
Yeah.
which that's not good for the environment. But it does look really cool. But I'm sure not all of that
I
styrofoam
would
is
not
going to
be
stay
doing
in their
that.
yard.
No.
No.
No. We get windy out here. I would never do that.
Plus,
would go
styrofoam and
everywhere.
gasoline is how you start making napalm. So,
Damn,
God
Jason.
forbid that freaking styrofoam float into the wrong. Imagine a couple, go into your gas tank. I'm just saying.
And
You
just
never
know this is not a safe thing to do at home, okay? Obviously, don't listen. Why are you telling people this?
What? I didn't say go do it. I see cool videos on the internet, and I'm going to talk about them. And if
All right,
other
fair
people
enough.
go and recreate them, natural selection. That's
Jason, stop it! Damn it.
what?
Dude.
What? So
You're just so okay with murder. It's just
well, yeah, because people were never supposed to get to this amount of people.
Jason.
What?
Do you think COVID was created to help with that?
By God, yeah. In
That's
some
fair.
way, shape, or form, yeah.
That's fair. I'll give you that one.
This is crazy. Like, I mean, if
dude.
this is
We flopped on that one so bad. COVID.
yeah.
We flopped on that so hard.
Which is crazy because it's not like it's the first time the world's ever had a pandemic, and us being in this, such advanced modern
No, but
age.
that's what I was gonna say. It's
Like-
the first one in this day and age. With the currently 4 generations living, with baby boomers going extinct.
And think about how many freaking movies there are about zombies or some kind of infection, whether it's like a mold spore, like the flood kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a grip of movies about it. No one ever thought, man, we should probably have an actual plan. What am I saying? That's stupid. I know for a fact there is a government document outlining what to do for a zombie apocalypse. Like, I mean, I know that they do, they're like, we'll just take precautions in every situation. But you can't tell me that they're ready for some sci-fi novel crap,
Yeah.
but they weren't, prepared for a super sickness. Just because everybody washes their hands now? They're like, oh, things like the bubonic
It's like,
plague
just
won't
stay-
happen again.
Just stay 6 feet away from the guy. You're
Yeah.
good. Like what? Who
crazy.
came up with 6 feet? Is my question. I'm like,
So 6 feet is the distance that is safely where you can safely say that particles from another person's breathing is not going to be able to come near you. That's where that comes
Yeah.
from. But I'm pretty sure when they did that study, because it wasn't even for COVID, that's like numbers they had, a long time ago, when they're like figuring out flu stuff.
in the case
you know
of
what I mean?
quarantine or
Yeah.
whatever, yeah.
But I'm pretty sure that's including if you're like, like like just regular breathing. It's got to be just right here because I mean, how it's six whatever. But yeah, so that's what it is. It's 6 feet. For sure that particles from somebody's respiratory system will not be able to reach you to infect you.
That's fair. Okay. I think I remember her learning that actually when I was an EMT. I just forgot that was the thing.
As
So
one
is-
does with medical knowledge.
Yeah, that's fair. Anyway,
Actually, that's a good question. You know what? I've always kind of wondered that. I mean, I know doctors, you got to learn a grip of stuff, and they're always learning because
always
craziness is always happening.
continuous education.
But I've always wondered that is because, I mean, your brain only has so much space. Do they eventually forget specific things? Like, you know what I mean? Like, if they haven't done a hysterectomy for, whatever. Well, I guess it depends on, their specialized. So say if it's something in a specialized field, but it's still something that's not very common. They're a foot specialist.
doctors
This is a foot issue,
Dude,
but
doctors deal with shit like that literally daily.
I know, but I'm saying, what if,
Like-
but what if they get something that they haven't learned about, thought about in, 5,
happens
10,
all the time.
15 years, or that they've never, you know what I'm saying? Like that, I read about that in medical school, but I've never seen it. You know what I
Yep.
mean? So
It's very common. That's
I
why
wonder how
residency
much
is
it
so
is.
long.
It's crazy, bro.
Yeah, because they know that even in like a 1-2 year residency, you're still not gonna know everything. Like 100, you're still not.
So
like,
here's a good example which made me think
like
about
the
this.
medical field constantly changes, which is why they require continuous education.
I think I told you about this too with Grandma, with what they did to my grandma.
What'd they do?
Oh my God. Okay, so my grandma was a medical transcriptionist for many, many, many years. So she literally all she does is listen to doctors all day, and she has to learn about a lot of what they're saying, what it means. You know what I mean? So she knows a lot about procedures and codes and all this kind of stuff. Whatever.
Yeah.
She had to have a pacemaker put in, and they put they got her hooked up to all of her stuff, and then they started to put her pressure cuff on the same arm, like the pressure, that does the pressure every 5 minutes to check your blood pressure, or whatever.
Why would they do that on the left arm?
They did them both on the same arm. So her IV that was giving her pain medication, her medication that was supposed to keep her asleep for the procedure.
What the fuck?
Yeah, all of that. And my grandmother
what?
said something to them. She's like, "Are you sure you should be putting that on that arm?" And the nurse was like, "Meh, whatever." And yeah, she put it on the same arm, and
I remember you telling me.
and she
about
burst
this
my
now.
grandma's blood vessel, and my grandmother was awake for her pacemaker being put in.
Yeah, I remember you telling me about this now. Did you ever find a lawyer for that?
So basically, it would be like an uphill battle, is what the lawyers described to her, because they'll all clam up and try to,
Oh, of course, that's exactly what they do. I'm in the game. I know exactly how it goes.
Yeah, because they didn't believe her when she said that she was awake and could hear them talking and all that stuff. And then they're like, "Okay, so what did we say?" And then when she told them, they were like, "Oh,
Oh, you were awake.
yeah," but they never acknowledged it to anyone else. So she could be like, "Yeah, they acknowledged it and we're super apologetic, but I still want some, blah blah blah." They could be like, "We never said that." So my
That's
nice
wild.
grandmother, who deals with
Very
stress
kind woman.
already, gets all that put on her plate and just there's nothing she can do about it. And these are supposed to be people that are medical professionals.
Dude, that's what I'm saying is like no matter how good you are at what you do in the medical field, always be open.
Yeah.
You always have to be aware. Always. Because you could miss the smallest thing and it could mean life or death for someone. It really could. Your grandmother was lucky to not die.
Dude, yeah, I watched a thing the other day where there was some kind of like a acidic solution that they had for something. I can't remember exactly what it was, but basically the doctor was doing a surgery on this person's eye. Removed the eyeball, put it into a jar that was supposed to be like, to preserve it or whatever. So he could try and put it back in. And it ended up being the doctor worked on the wrong eye. And the jar of clear liquid that the assistant or whatever had brought him to put the eyeball in was something corrosive. So the other eyeball was dissolved.
Oh my god. Ugh. And I've already had my own nightmare. You remember me telling you about my first shoulder surgery?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, that was horrifying. So, my bad experience that I probably should have sued for, I didn't. I just wanted to be better at the time, so I didn't know enough to know that I could have done that. But So I had surgery in 2016 on my left shoulder because I had like completely my rotator cuff was gone. It was to a point where I used to work as a server at TGI Fridays. I went up to reach for a plate and my arm literally just fell out of the socket, reaching in like that angle. It just fell right onto the freaking counter. Freaked me out. I popped it back in and then just continued working. But it scared the crap out of me. Finally went to a specialist over it. And and so they were like, "Yep, we got to fix it. Surgery. Cool. Sounds great. What do I need to do? Plan 6 weeks off. Cool. Did all that. Day of the surgery comes, and at the time, my wife was the one that brought me, right? And I was already like tired as hell. I was like, "Damn, dude," because I haven't been able to eat in like a day or so, and I'm thirsty because you can't drink anything leading up to the surgery, and blah blah blah.
She fed on souls.
But anyway, honestly, that was the day she came through. That was still the beginning of our relationship, though. So it was like,
Yeah, there's still soul to suck out.
But anyway, yeah, she drove me there, and they were prepping me. It felt like it took forever. I was just like, man, this sucks. I feel like I'm waiting forever. I just want to be done with this already. And then what's really fucked up is they were like, hey, we're going to give you a nerve blocker. And I was like, all right, I don't know what that is. Because at the time, I didn't really know much about medical in that regard. They're like, we're going to give you a nerve blocker. And I was like, okay, cool. I didn't know what it was. So I was just like, I guess that's normal, right? Apparently, they never gave me, the anesthesiologist never gave me the nerve blocker. So I woke up in the middle of the surgery, briefly, writhing in pain. Like, I cannot describe the amount of pain I felt from my shoulder. And I like popped up and then passed out again, right? And then I woke up again as they were patching me up and rolling me out of the room. And they were just like, they're like, with what we put in you, you should not be like this awake right now. And I was ghost white, pissed, because my shoulder literally felt like it was being torn from the inside. Like, it hurt so bad. And I just didn't know why, because they told me I wasn't supposed to be feeling anything after the surgery. So I was freaked out. Like, what is this? Why is this happening? And so the doctors and nurses like kept coming back and checking on me, and I just kept looking at them like, why is this happening? Why is this happening? And then finally, the anesthesiologist comes out after probably a good 30 minutes, 40 minutes, comes out, and he tells me straight up, he's like, hey, so I just wanted to let you know that apparently I never administered the nerve blocker. And he's like, if you'd like, I can still give it to you now. And I remember, I don't even know how I did not want to tear his head off in that moment, probably because my shoulder was just hurting so bad. I just looked at him and I said, what the fuck do you think? And he's like, I'll be right back. Yeah. He went and grabbed it, right? Keep in mind, I'm sitting in this bed, I'm wearing a tank top, and this whole shoulder is just completely bandaged up. This motherfucker goes to this side. And he was like rubbing it down with fucking alcohol swab, and I looked at him and I said, does that look like the right one to you? And he was like, oh! He scurried around the fucking bed. And then he finally gave me the damn nerve blocker.
Dude,
and then they even gave me extra fucking painkiller on the way out because they were like, "We're so sorry." I was like, I feel nothing now, so I'm good. Like, I am okay. That was a horrifying experience, but that was my first surgical experience.
That's terrible,
isn't it?
It's so bad.
But I also didn't know it was gonna go wrong in any way. I trusted these doctors, and they dropped the ball. But they told me what they did.
But see, and that's
and honestly, I had more respect for the fact that the dude had the balls to tell me with how pissed I looked.
Yeah, I mean, I give him that.
Like, I was pissed. Like,
but look how often
I couldn't believe I even said that.
Stuff up. and then see how often.
And then
police call
and then my
something.
ex was super pissed too about the whole thing. My mom was livid. Oh my god, because she works in medical, so she's like,
Yeah.
she sent me to these people. She was like, yeah, these are good guys here. They're a good doctor group. And it wasn't the doctor group that messed up. It was the anesthesiologist, because they're separate from the medical group. So
Still.
I know. I was livid. But yeah, years later, I found out I technically probably could have sued him for that, and I didn't know
for
that.
sure.
Although he was a nice guy. I had let it go a long time ago, but I've definitely had much better surgical experiences since then.
That's good.
So, yeah, but oh my god, that pain, bro! Like even thinking about it, like I was like rub my shoulder, like damn, dude. Like I remember how fucking painful that was. Oh god. Oh, my ACL was definitely bad too. The surgery was great. I didn't feel nothing.
Yeah. See, that's
On
my
that one,
experience.
my anesthesiologist, Asian dude, barely spoke English. I was like, I trust you. I was like, I feel like you're just a guy who knows what he's doing.
Yeah. You're not wrong. You're not wrong at all.
And dude, I'm telling you, I felt nothing until probably the next day with that guy. It was great.
When my appendix burst, it was the most pain I had ever felt.
Dude,
When
I
surgery
remember
happened,
that.
it was-
I
thank
didn't
God.
see you for almost a month.
Yeah.
And I was like, I called you so much, and I was like, what the hell is going on?
It was did you come to see me in the hospital?
No, I didn't even know you were in the hospital because
So,
I didn't have your dad's number or grandma's number. At the
So then
time.
it was over a month because when I had my.
That's what I just said. I didn't see you for a month.
That's what I'm saying. It was like more than a month. You said almost a month. Because I went in for my appendectomy, and then they're like, oh, hey, by the way, we see you have a hernia, so you're gonna stay here for 2 weeks to finish recovering because your body's so infected. We want to make sure you have to be monitored anyways. So you'll be here until your next surgery. So 2 weeks later, I had that surgery. I was there for another week and a half, 2 weeks.
Jesus.
Yeah. And then, and then, yeah. So yeah,
That's
it's about
insane,
pretty much
dude.
exactly a month. Yeah.
That is insane.
And then because I had both of those surgeries, I had been in the hospital so long. When I came back afterwards, I was like 160 pounds.
Yeah, I remember you were literally a skeleton, dude.
Yeah.
Like I was freaked out seeing you.
Yeah, because we used to like hang out at the park and like stand around for
Oh, no,
hours and
dude.
smoke cigarettes.
For a while, your dad wouldn't let you leave the front yard.
I know, and that's exactly it. I just have to sit.
We just
down.
hung out literally on the sidewalk right there at the end of his driveway.
Yeah.
Just sat on the curb, shooting the shit.
Because
I mean, dude, you look like you
I
could.
couldn't bike.
That's what I was gonna say. You look like you could barely walk up a flight of stairs if you tried. Like,
Yeah, it was bad.
and he was like 15 or 16 at the time. So just keep that in mind. A totally healthy 16-year-old one day suddenly not.
Yeah.
Like just
Well, so
and not for like 6 goddamn weeks, basically.
part of it though
Jesus.
was my own fault because since I hated doctors so much, I was like, I kept trying to play it down to my family. I think
Yeah, you
That's
can't really
what-
play down an appendix bursting. So
well, because at first I think it was the pain from it being infected and all that,
mhm.
and then at some point it did burst, and I just whenever that point hit, it was like, yeah, I need to go now. I can't wait any longer
that's
because
fair.
I stayed at home for 3 days before I went to the hospital.
Yeah.
I was just on the couch in agony for 72 hours. My family's like, "Wait, we don't know what's wrong. Are you sure you don't want to go to the hospital?" And then I couldn't even get off the couch, and because I was like, I need to go to the hospital, and I had my phone on me, but I couldn't get off the couch. So I called my aunt because I don't know why I didn't call my grandma or my dad. I think it's.
I think you were just scared.
Yeah, I don't know, but I called my aunt. I'm like, call grandma, call dad. I'm in the living room. Come grab me. We need to go to the hospital. I can't take this any longer. And we got there, and the doctor was like, yeah, you're like 8 hours away from death. If you'd have waited another 8 hours, the infection would have reached your heart. Since I sat there so long, I let it infect all of my other organs, pretty much, except for my heart.
Holy shit.
And that's why I had to stay in the hospital for 2 weeks, is because I had to be on constant antibiotics and kept having to have my shit constantly checked.
to avoid sepsis, yeah.
Yeah, I was almost septic.
Yeah, that's bad. That's really bad.
Yeah.
It's very hard to come back from that.
Yeah.
Ugh. Jesus.
But yeah, so that's about all of that.
Yeah, Jesus Christ, dude.
And I'm just, for me, it's just taking everything day by day. Don't really have too much of an update. Still trying to work on, work on myself, work on how I deal with things and think about things.
Same, dude.
Because I do know I don't have the best perspectives, and I tend to be a cynic now, and I am totally okay with like you said, like why are you so okay with murder? You know what I mean? Like that's just because of getting to the point where you just don't have faith, I guess you could say. You know what I mean?
I get it.
Yeah, you're like I don't trust people to be good anymore. So when somebody does something bad, just remove them. That's
You see, to
fixing
me,
the
it's
problem.
not even trust. It's just more. It's more like you're trying to give them the benefit of the doubt until they give you real reason not to. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. That's having faith,
I know,
and
but sometimes you got to gamble, man.
but that's the whole point. Is that's what people do is they gamble, and eventually they just keep gambling and failing, and they just be like it's not even a gamble anymore. You know what I'm saying? It's
But hold on.
well, it's a reverse gamble. Instead of me playing slots, now I bought one singular lotto ticket.
Yeah, right. I understand. It's just for me personally, I feel like it's one of those things that I personally had to work on myself because I have a lot of trouble trusting, and I don't know why. I feel like my current relationship, I feel like I can comfortably give that trust. And because I don't see it as me giving trust, it's like,
Yeah, but you're basing it just on a relationship. We're talking about it as a whole,
yeah, that's fair.
not
Like
I'm
even
not-
like friends type of deal.
yeah,
Okay, all right.
People as an existing creature.
Well, yeah. Well, when it comes to just people that I may or may not want in my life, I kind of throw testers out there. Really, I just kind of see how they respond to certain things and just make sure that their character's good. You know?
Yeah, but it burns you a lot. You trust too quick and too easy, and it fucks you over a lot.
Yeah. Well, that's why
I
you have
don't
to be
have that problem.
situational with who you trust. Because I mean, dude, I have literally 5 friends total.
I know.
Like, I have 5 friends that I can say I either see or talk to on a consistent basis,
If I didn't have my job, I'd have one.
and I live with 2 of them.
If I didn't have my job,
It's like-
it would just be you, and it would be because of this.
yeah, that's what I mean. Like,
Without that, I wouldn't. Just me and Sarah.
and then
Nobody.
that's what I mean. And then everyone attached to you, so including Sarah, like you're my fam. So
Yeah.
don't care. Sarah's mom, cool. Yep.
Yeah, but when they're already at the family thing,
Yeah.
that's different. But I don't know. I don't know. I just don't trust or believe in people anymore. I mean, I know that there's good people out there, of course, but the majority of what you're going to come across is not going to be that. So
No,
So never trust anything.
No.
Anything somebody says.
I get that. Yeah,
For
no,
me- for
I
me,
definitely
it's-
get that. But that's why I go through seasons where like I'll have a friend for the season, and then I
You're
don't
a
know.
friend whore.
Not really. I'm a friendly person, so like sometimes people gravitate to me,
Yeah.
and then when I don't hear from them for like 6 months, I'm like, okay, it's fine, not a big deal. People have lives of their own to deal with, so
Yeah.
I don't know. That's just how I see it. It's not that they never stop being my friend, It's just we both apparently mutually choose not to hold each other that close, and there's nothing wrong with that. I have people that I'm very close with, like you. Like you are literally my oldest friend, literally that I talk to on a consistent basis, see on a consistent basis.
Yeah. Same. That's what I'm saying though. It's just you.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if I didn't have coworkers,
Yeah,
that's primarily 90% of who I talk to on a regular basis.
that's fair. Same here.
Yeah, everybody I game with, those are all my coworkers.
No, that's funny.
Or people I met through gaming with my coworkers. So,
That's funny.
and legit, those are the only other people I game with. You and Sarah.
Yeah.
I don't really talk to very many other people.
You hear that? It's special.
Ed.
I mean, probably that too, but
Yeah. I could definitely see you being on the Speckies.
I ride the short yellow bus to CSN.
Why does it smell like bananas?
I didn't even know they had that. No, but yeah, no, I get what you mean though.
Yeah, I don't know. So that's just my cynical view, but you never know; it could change.
But you see, and that's what's different is I'm very optimistic.
See, I used to be like that. I can't be like that anymore.
I know you used to be very bubbly, but now you're just very, like a very gothic view of things.
Yeah.
That's really, really where you're at. You like went in reverse.
Yeah.
It's like humanity screwed you so many times, and you were just like, "Fuck everyone." Just
pretty much.
Fuck you. Fuck everyone.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, that's exactly it. I mean, and to be honest, if COVID would have actually been truly more effective and wiped out every human on the planet, I think that would have been the best outcome. What? Because then you don't have to worry about
every person. Like,
yes,
come on,
because
bro.
you don't have to worry about unfairness and
we have to have
inequality.
some people to uphold cell towers and.
For what? We don't. Why do we need cell towers if everyone's gone? I'm not excluding myself from this. I'm saying me too, homie.
Oh wow. Okay.
Think about it. What would happen if every single person just died from a disease within a year? Plants and animals would take over the planet like they should.
Okay. All right. Well, everyone, that was Jason's opinion of COVID. Should have killed more.
No, it should have exclusively done everybody or no go. Because if it's not
all or nothing, guys.
Yeah, because if it's like what we had, now you're just adding more suffering and pain to the world.
Why not zombie apocalypse? You know.
You
can't tell me that wouldn't be fun to some extent. Like
it would.
We have all had the fantasy, all of us.
See, not me, because I've always thought.
We're just like, what if I had to just like scavenge? Like these are all things that I'm actually weirdly good at. Like,
but then at the same time, you're going to most likely come across your friends, and you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's still going to be rough as hell.
Yeah, and
at times.
That's just more pain.
But then
and
once
misery.
you kill all of those people, you're good.
I mean,
like you're not going to be killing people out of trauma anymore, or killing people that cause you trauma, because even though they're a flesh-eating monster trying to eat you, they were once your brother, sister, whatever.
But that's what I'm saying. That even though you're like, I'm doing this for them, it's still going to be traumatic to blow their zombie brains out.
Oh, absolutely. But that's what I'm saying is you only have so many people that's going to happen with. You know, because more than likely in a zombie apocalypse, family that don't live in the same place as you, you're more than likely never going to see or recognize.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. That factor would ruin the only fun parts of the zombie apocalypse. The being able to scrounge and walk around with guns and all that shit. You know what I mean? Like, that would only be fun for a little bit. And then once you have nobody and you have to kill everybody, and then now you have to survive this zombie apocalypse.
Yeah, it would
always
be really
fighting for your
life.
life.
Of course, it would
never
be really
knowing...
stressful, dude.
That's
like,
my
no
point.
Shit.
No, I don't. I've never had that fantasy. That just sounds. I would just kill myself.
But that's why it's a fantasy, because it's probably never going to happen.
If I was Will Smith and I Am Legend, the movie would have been 15 seconds. Here comes the intro. Here's Jason.
I knew where you were going with that.
And then the movie's over. You show the dog walk off into the sunset and go happy, be some, whatever.
Oh, Jesus, dude.
I
Hey, there's zombie dogs in that movie. Remember that.
Okay.
So that dog's fucked. Like,
but still, that's what I kind of wonder though, is because like, what's that movie where they get? I can't remember which zombie movie it is, where they get on the boat, they think they got away to safety to some island, and then boom, a horde of zombies shows up. But then you see the dog running off, and the zombies are like, whatever. You're like, yeah, leave the puppy alone.
No, I don't remember.
God,
I know what you're talking about though. Don't remember the name or where it's from. I want to say that's from The Walking Dead, though.
It was. I don't know. I'll look it up later and see if I can remember it for next episode.
Dude, there's like 7 different spin-offs for Walking Dead. Did you know that?
I did, but I didn't watch any of them, so that's how I know it wasn't that.
Yeah, I had a plan to finish them all.
I was like, this is the same old
I got halfway
stupid.
through it.
I got to where they met the governor and all that stuff, and then all the treachery. It's always the same old. We met people. A bunch of treachery and drama. Zombies run. New safe house.
Oh,
Repeat.
Well, they threw a bunch of little layers in towards the end, and
I couldn't.
Daryl's really good. I like that show. That's awesome.
I did used to have the shirt that says "If Daryl dies, we riot." Because when I did watch that show,
Yeah,
I
they're smart.
loved him.
Yeah, they're smart for never killing him.
Yeah,
Like
no.
they're very smart for never killing that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like a sacred character at this point.
But they killed my other favorite character, Glenn. So.
I know. He was, dude, I saw him as untouchable too, so I thought that was definitely crossing lines with me.
But
I actually did stop watching it because of that for a while.
see, and I just stopped watching it. Like I said,
I finally ended up finishing it recently. I finished the last like 3 seasons that I never watched because I was pissed off about Glenn dying.
Dumb.
And then I watched the 1 season of them,
Whoever our
what I thought was them
follower
killing
is
Negan, and then
or
Negan
watching,
never died.
Please like and subscribe. We appreciate you being here.
Thank you guys.
Is there anything you want to say before we hop off?
No, things are heading in the right direction, and yeah, next week we'll try to have a specific subject in mind to bring up for you guys, and
Yeah, today was a little bit
Kinda
more
talk that
casual
through?
because, like I said, raged last night. So
yeah,
not exactly script and,
our
attentive.
his
worthy.
fiance and him both hungover, and then my girlfriend apparently can barely function right now.
Yeah.
So yeah, and me, I'm okay actually because I ended up passing out early like an idiot. But hey, thanks for watching, guys, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
Yeah. Please do. Tell your friends every Friday. We'll see you.